Okay, so quick follow-up video on this TEQ Customs grill that I got. I made a video on last night. This is for the 01 to 04 Sequoia. It's supposed to be a TRD styled grill that is it's supposed to attach right on and fit without much issue. But as you saw last night or on my previous video, definitely having issues with the quality and the sturdiness of this thing. So I have it tightened down lightly. I'll show you what I did to try and solve some of the issues here. The easiest one to look at is right at the front. This is again where I'm going to have to attach, there we go, the release for the hood. But like I showed you on the previous video, this has no rigidity and support to it. It is so floppy, and that is a torque point. As you put this on here and you're releasing the hood, this is getting torqued right this way here. These are going to start breaking. And unfortunately, we're probably going to hear a bunch of guys saying, hey, yeah, I got the new grill, now I'm locked out of my hood or my engine bay. Gotta get in there and monkey with it to open it. So what did I do? I went in and just JB weld the hell out of this thing. Dropped about 15 bucks of JB weld on this last night. Also did it, you can see, on all of my T-bolt mounting points. So you can see this one pretty clearly. See how heavy I went at this. Let it set, cure, hit it again. I mean, just went super heavy on it. So hopefully it's gonna hold so I can make myself a proper grill. But I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see. You got some seams. You also have a seam that runs the entire length of the front. But the real spooky thing, if you can see this one here, try to get that. Okay, that is an issue. That is another breakage point. And especially since you're pressure fitting with this on a piece that has that thin weld, you're gonna pressure fit with those rubber stoppers. That's gonna be a breakage point as well. So gonna have some issues. Now, other things, the Toyota, if it finishes, I mean, it is what you expect, right? It's aftermarket. You can say some stuff about aftermarket and expectations, but there's also at a price point, there's some expectations that should come with it. Here's the real issue, and people were talking about the gap. That's the gap everyone's talking about, that they get that rubber weather stripping for, which by the way does not lay flat and creates bubbles and gaps, and that is going to be a real issue. But if I can get up underneath and try and show you guys what we're dealing with, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, that is my ceiling. That is a massive gap. I would say you got about 1/8 of an inch gap on this thing with it being tightened down. So going along, there you go. You can see the engine through there. I mean, it is pretty significant all the way down. So question, one guy talked about bending the supports here, right, of the hood, and you can bend them in, and that's going to tighten it, because the issue is the T-bolts, right? The mounting for the T-bolts, they're all about 1/8 of an inch off. They're too tall, so once it's tightened down, I mean, you can see the gap so perfectly right there. That's my ceiling, that big white line. It's just massive. So do I bend that in, which now means an OEM grill is not going to fit right? Yeah, I probably will, because I got a whole nother hood sitting in my other garage. I took off the bug screen that came with this thing, and the paint came off with the little rubber stoppers underneath it. So I picked this one up, and it's got some rock dings and so forth, but it gave me something to use while I work on getting the other one painted back. And it was a perfect match. It cost me all of $180. And yeah, take it. So I'm lucky where I have an extra hood. I got extra lots of stuff for this. As I find parts for it, I grab them and stick them in the spare garage. So I don't know. Not a ton of confidence here. Hope you all have a good morning. I'm still on my slippers drinking my coffee, trying to get this thing done.